worry about it. My husband and I lived in a pretty large community. We were caught up in the rat race, and we decided we were going to move into the country. So we bought 11 acres in Wise County. We fenced it, we put up a barn, and we decided we were going to rescue dogs and cats, and we were going to raise little miniature donkeys, because I would never have to worry about a donkey ending up on anybody's dinner table. So 4 years, it was great. We had settled in, said we were going to retire there, and one day I came home, and there were 88 rock haulers hauled up, lined up on the dirt road from my home. So I started checking around and found out that they were putting in a gas well, probably maybe 2,000 feet from my home, on the other side of the tank that my donkeys and my neighbor's cattle drank out of. And I can tell you that was 18 months of the worst times I have ever endured, with the fracking, cattle dying, dogs getting sick, seizures. You couldn't go out and breathe the air. So my husband and I decided that we were just going to give up and we were going to move to town. Because as you know, in the country, you really have no rights. So we finally found a little house in Denton where we could take our 5 dogs, and we moved into an old farmhouse in town with an acre, and we started renovating it. And one day I was leaving that farmhouse, and I drove 2 blocks away, and I saw 5 T-posts sticking in the ground on a lot where there was going to be a children's hospital and an oncology center, right across the street from a park. And I called my husband and I said, they would not do that. There's no way they could possibly do that. So I called the city, and sure enough, Range Resources was drilling 5 wells right next to McKenna Park in Denton, Texas. So I tried to see what we could do to fight it. We went to City Hall. There was many, many people that I met there, and we fought it as hard as we could, and we lost that battle, and they put those wells in. And it was another 18 months of pure hell living there. My husband and I had talked about that time, maybe we will just move to South Texas and retire down there next to the coast. So we spent 6 months down there looking around, and the Eagle Ford shale's going on. So at that point, my husband and I decided we're going to stay in Denton, and we're going to fight. I've spent 4 years with Sharon working tirelessly on the Denton drilling ordinances. We've been to meetings, we've begged, we've pleaded, we've done everything. We ran up against industry, which was a lot more influential in our town than we were. They were on our task force. And after 4 years, we did get a set of drilling ordinances. Are they strong enough? No. Are they better than they were? Yes. Will I continue to fight to get them a lot stronger? You can bet I will. And with Sharon's help, I could never have done what we've done. But now I think it's time that I start looking more on a state level. We've won the small battle there. There's more of a battle to do, but on a state level now, and people from Texas, I'd like for you to contact me this weekend. There's now a House bill with Van Taylor has put before in committee, and it is to take the rights away from municipalities to be able to regulate drilling. So it's a bad bill. Yes, a bad bill. So what I've done is I've started contacting everyone in committee. We're going to fight on a state level, and we're going to make sure that the few rights that we have, they cannot take away. So once again, if people will just contact me here, I have all the list of who to contact, tell them that we're just not going to stand for this. Because I can tell you, it'll go to the Railroad Commission's rules, and there'll be gas wells 200 feet from hospitals, from schools, from homes, from nursing homes, from parks. It's 1496. It's House Bill.